you please rise? And you may be seated. The couple would like to now share some personal vows. So we are going to ask Mary to go first.
So long. I stayed up till 1 last night cutting them down, and they're still 2 pages. I'm sorry. Okay. The first time we met, I told you that I hoped to experience some part of childhood again. Like most everyone planted on the unsure ground of young adulthood, I relished the fuzzy memories of being human during a time when there was no struggle, in which it felt joyful just to be. I told you that I missed the part of that which was puppy love, that was hopelessly visceral and poignant, and about nothing but the experience of being human. I told you I wanted that again, and in some cliche rom-com-esque example of foreshadowing, you said that you wanted that for all of us someday too. The first time we met, I didn't realize what I didn't know. Regardless, I was struck by you in a way I did not yet understand. I was struck by you in the closest thing to love at first sight I would ever admit to believing in. Don't laugh. I do not necessarily believe in predestined soulmates or rigid divine fate, but I do believe in the flowers that sprung in my chest and began to grow the first day I saw you. I walked into a coffee shop on a date that I almost canceled because I was too tired and laid eyes on you. I don't know if I would have called that moment love at first sight, but it was the moment something that had previously slept dormant in me woke up and said, "This is different." The second time we met, I committed the moment to memory. I didn't know why it was so important in the moment, but I knew because I felt a camera snap a photo behind my eyes. We were the product of happenstance or fate or improbability, a split-second decision that was 1 in a million, meeting by chance that had more likelihood of not happening than aligning into some perfect trick of the stars. And yet we did. The third, fourth, and fifth time I met you, I heard a bad love song on the radio, and I remembered a lecture from my high school English teacher. There's one, emotion poets, writers, musicians, filmmakers, photographers, artists, dreamers, and people have been trying to capture since the beginning of time. And that is because it is the most intense of all, and that is love. I wasn't sure if I believed, but I do remember realizing this. This is the hundreds of thousands of years of cave paintings, poetry, scriptures, hymnals, and pop songs and books of poetry that people have been talking about. I realized I had not necessarily been lying the times before when I'd loved, but it had not been that thing that art had poured centuries into capturing, and had not been this thing that suddenly I do not have words for. We know that love is not easy, ideal, or picturesque. It is not the rosy, warm images of gold light in which I pictured first telling you I loved you, but it's drunkenly leaning over in the back of a car and clumsily whispering it in your ear, surrounded by fleeting streetlights of a highway at 2 a.m., and the fact that you still saw it as beautiful. The 6th, 7th, 8th, 50th, 100th time I met you, the thousandth time I kissed you, or that I, as if pulled by the moon, and not even my own muscle memory laid eyes upon you as you slept or smiled or stared back, I realized that I was not a phoenix rising from the ashes or a mythological Greek hero or a valiant character in a grand novel, but I was human, and that was enough to do that. That I do not have to succumb to either forgetting or looking back, nor do I need to transcend or fall below, but just be. I can say that I have found in you so many things I didn't know I hadn't yet seen. You are persons of kindness beyond bounds, with the depth and intelligence of a great thinker and the heart of a saint. It is never that I have felt so much like the flower both admired but encouraged to grow. a muse and a partner, a humble being and a rich one that is nurtured and motivated and challenged, but also ultimately considered a work of art in their pitfalls and flaws. I am lucky enough to be able to reach out my hand and touch the face of something bigger than myself, admire your blue eyes, and think I can almost understand what your mother meant when she said she saw the universe and then the first time she looked. It's the first time I met you, I felt green buds take root. Though I didn't believe in love at first sight or young adult fiction penny novels about meeting in coffee shops on rainy days. I have, however, read the story 1,000 times over. And I know what the hero does when they find something beautiful and splendid and worthwhile in the world. They choose the adventure it offers. And I remember that, and I choose you. I have been lucky to be given the opportunity to choose you. I have continued to choose you every day from the first time we met, and I will continue to do so as long as you and time allow me, and then more. There is you, and there is me, and to be in love feels like everything I've ever lost coming back to me. I remember the touch of the sun, and I do not look back, I look forward. And when I look forward, I see you.
That's great,
That was
baby.
5 minutes long. Thanks.
Mine is a bit concise.
That's probably better at this point. I used the book.
I did use the book. Mary, you've taught me the difference between the static knowing and the active understanding of what it means to truly be a partner, a team. You have the missing piece given to me by God to complete my compassion. Loving you has not only expanded my ability to love others, but also see his beauty and yours to a deeper level I could never possibly imagine. Today is a new world where you have increased my potential exponentially. Together there isn't anything we can't overcome. I will always be in your corner, rooting for and supporting you. We are a team. Even when we aren't together, our closeness will carry us forward. In sickness and health, I will always strengthen you. These are going to be our wonder years.
Good reference.
Yeah.
Thank you both. That was very beautiful. May I have the rings, please? I will ask you two to please hold hands. These are the hands of your best friend, vibrant with love, that are holding yours on your wedding day, as you promise to love each other all the days of your lives. These are the hands that will work alongside yours, as together you build your future, as you laugh, as you cry, as you share your innermost secrets and dreams. These are the hands that will passionately love you and cherish you through the years for a lifetime of happiness. These are the hands that will work long hours for you and your family. These are the hands that will give you support as you encourage each other to chase down your dreams. These are the hands that will hold you throughout your journey together. Mary, I ask you to please take Caleb's ring, placing it upon his ring finger, and repeat after me. With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Caleb, I invite you to take Mary's ring, place it upon her ring finger, and repeat after me. With this ring I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
Now that you have promised to take each other in your marriage vows through the giving and receiving of rings, by the authority vested in me by the state of New York, I officially pronounce you husband and wife. Caleb, you may kiss your beautiful bride. And I ask you all to please join me in celebration, as it is my honor to introduce to you all, for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Caleb and Mary Holdridge.
I want everybody to get up off your seat. Go ahead. Get your arms together and your hands together. And give me some of that